Hey, happy Monday, man.
Happy Monday.
Yesterday we were live. Yesterday we were talking about, obviously Brandon Cooks was the newest acquisition to the Dallas Cowboys. We were kind of worried, right? Because it looked like the D Hop, the OBJ talks just completely went stale. I mean, a lot of people were just kind of like, already had a lot of Cowboy Nation had just kind of given up hope, and then come Sunday, boom! I mean, that breaking news just kind of took over the game, right? With Brandon Cooks, now the latest addition to the Dallas Cowboys, but leave it to the Cowboys, right, to always be making news. And right before we went live, we saw a report.
We did, man.
Woo!
The Cowboys have restructured Brandon Cook's contract, turning 8 million of his 12 million base salary into a signing bonus. His salary is now 4 million. He will count 6 million against the cap. He is still making the 18 million he was guaranteed in 2023 with Houston, playing his 6 million. What does this mean? What does it mean, Jerry?
It feels like this is not the Dallas Cowboys that we're used to, man. I mean, because for the how many seasons, Harv, have we been hearing that the Cowboys go buy, they go to the Dollar Tree to buy to get their free agencies. I mean, how many seasons has it been?
It's been a while, man.
And
It's
you
been
know
a
what?
while.
As Cowboy Nations, we have to swallow that pill and be like, you know what, you're right. But because the Cowboys they want it known across the league that they are a draft and develop team. They're not in the business to acquire big names in free agency. But damn, is there what's going on? Do you think that Jerry Jones finally realizes that he's 80 years old and damn, I want to see a Super Bowl? Or, I mean, who is it? Steven Jones, Jerry Jones? Who's making these moves, man? Because there's a lot going on here. I mean, we just got Brandon Cooks and we got him. I believe he was what? Let me see, just to double check. He was counting 12 million against the cap. So that was his salary, which is not too bad considering that if you can get Brandon Cooks going, he's going to put up some good numbers for you as a wide receiver in the NFL, and he still has the speed, Harv.
He does, man. So this is the thing, and I almost want to take credit for this because I said it last show. I said, man, I don't think he's gonna play on that 12 million year contract. Something has to give. Um, so obviously, with the Cowboys getting Brandon Cooks, I think they already knew ahead of time, man. They knew they were gonna do this to make space, and I'm trying to think what other players are available that we can go after.
So there's a Chase Walker 443 says, "Go Cowboys, let's go,
Let's
man."
go.
Uh, Chris Rocket 77 Fitness. You should be following the East West Football for breaking news. No, we cannot. We cannot sign Dalton. He's now a Houston Texan.
Yep.
Harv, can you just say the report that we saw about how he botched his own free agency this offseason?
Yeah. So according to reports, I think it was the insider Albert Breer said that the Dallas Cowboys offered Dalton Schultz a 3-year, $36 million deal, and he turned it down because he thought he could get a better deal. I think he was probably in between the 14 to 16 range he could get, and he didn't get it, man.
$9 million
Yep.
to the Houston Texans.
That's what happens when you take a chance on yourself. But to me, like you got to think, and I said this yesterday too. Teams are strapped for cash, man,
I,
and
I love this, Harv.
and at the end of the day, man, listen, like, look, what have we talked about, and we've said it on the show multiple times to everybody. Who are the top players you're going to pay?
Your quarterbacks, offensive
Quarterbacks,
tackles, wide receiver,
tackle.
defensive end, corners.
That's it. Like if you ain't one of those, I have a feeling the NFL, unless you're these elite players, you're not getting paid that value anymore. I think that's where we're going down the road. And teams are starting to let these guys go and say, you know what? Let's just draft somebody.
It looks like it's become a consensus. John Dallas fan says, "How about them Cowboys, man? I think I had that. Let me see.
No.
That's how this offseason is really feeling, making us feel. I mean, now we feel very optimistic. Now when you got serious cowboy fans like ourselves, right? I think that I think when we first started this hard, we both said, we're gonna be very realistic with our team.
Yeah.
No, we know what our team does. We know the tendencies of our team. Somebody else says, Trevor Bowen says, shout out to Will McClay.
Yeah.
I think he's the MVP because if you look, the Cowboys, I mean, since even last year, that was a Super Bowl contending team. How much in cap space do we have? Maybe we can still grab Wagner. That's exactly, we're gonna get right to it. Somebody else, rack five underscore 500 Wagner. Somebody says D Hop, who's gonna be the Dallas quarterback next year? Why don't they want OBJ? And then somebody actually said yes, he overvalued himself, talking about Dalton Schultz. And then somebody else just being a troll. But let's get caught up here. Clay Cup, what's up? Clay Cup, good to see you. What's up, Dwight?
Let's go.
Puro pedo, right? I love it, Jose. Mike Sherman, hey guys, great to see the cast again. Been a while. I've been out of town.
It
Mark,
has been a while.
yeah, it has been a while. As long as you're good, man, I'm glad you joined the stream. I know that we do have some giveaways coming up, but just stick with us, man, and turn the notifications. What up, hoodlum? They said we got 17 in cap space. That's how we started it, man.
That's all he cares about. He's like, I need one more piece.
I mean, he was ready to give up on the offseason. We got Brandon Cooks. He was okay with the move. He wanted D Hop or he would have settled for OBJ, right? But no, I understand. They're going to get Henry Quinn supposedly would, right? Let me see, like Wagner. Of course he would. And then finally not just signing our own guys, which is very, very important because I think that this offseason, that was actually the main thing, right? Bringing back Donald, bringing back LVE. Like how were the Cowboys going to do that when they were strapped with cash? So, there's still more storylines left up ahead. I think the one that's kind of coming up ahead is the, I don't want to say restructuring. I believe it's just going to be an extension for Dak Prescott. That's the one. That's the one that we are waiting to see. Right? When does he get it? I'm pretty sure he'll get it by next year. But how much is he going to be making? And Philip says, "Who is Henry?" I think they're talking about Derrick Henry because yesterday I think we were just saying how what happens if they were to bring in somebody like Derrick Henry and allow Derrick Henry and Tony Pollard. I bet you that would make you happy, right? Let's see what else on TikTok. As a Philly fan, Dallas needs another wide receiver. Should have went after Adam Thielen or someone like that. And believe it or not, Adam Thielen said it on the Pat McAfee show today that he was talking with the Dallas Cowboys, which is crazy. Cooks is a good pickup for nothing. Cooks is not it. I don't know about that, man. I'll tell you this. Brandon Cooks he's done a lot with quarterbacks that were not really quite as good. I'm not calling Dakota Prescott elite quarterback. He's a very good quarterback. That's it. He's just a good quarterback. Texas here, Cowboys for live. Let's go. Cowboys looking good so far, and he put all the bad word, the figurines. I love it, man. Let's go. Will the Cowboys go after DeAndre Hopkins after they just picked up Cooks? Dak will never get better. They got him for free, so it doesn't matter. Honestly, there's something brewing. That's kind of what we're trying to get to, right? Let's see here. Clay Cup says Jerry Judy was going for a first. Wow. I didn't see that report. DC got Cooks for a fifth. Yes. A fifth and next year sixth. Hello says hell no to Derrick Henry. Hello sees it where we see it. Any word on a kicker? This is CR underscore 1995. I haven't seen anything. Nope. I know they did bring back the kicker they released at the end of the towards the end of the season, but I know we're not getting the same one from here. Give me B-Wags and I'll be happy.
I told you, Hula.
That's it. That's all Hula wants. And we'll talk about that right now. Brandon Cooks is a dog. To be honest, I just wanted D-Hop. No, hey, it's understandable. It really is understandable. I think Cooks is very underrated, and I think that we needed speed, and that's what Cooks is going to bring you speed, and he has that yak ability, man, and he knows how to get open too. He knows how to create separation. I think that is good. I even saw, man, he was giving out. I believe he was with John Makata, and I believe I have one of his direct quotes here.
You know what I like about Brandon Cooks when I went back and saw the film? Yeah, he's a deep threat, but I like how he finds his space in the zone, man. Just like you feel about old Ohio
Jackson
State boy.
Jackson Smith.
I That's the same way I feel about him, man. It's like he's been in the league for a long time, so he understands the zones and how it works, where to sit, where to keep going if he has to in the route. So I'm now that I think about it and I see the film and I'm looking around, man, at the end of the day, hey, you this is the thing about people have to understand about Brandon Cooks. You have to respect the deep ball. If you don't respect the deep ball, then you're going to have issues. And what does it do if you respect the deep ball? It leaves everybody else wide open underneath. As long as you execute it correctly and the plan is done right. I'm happy, man. I wasn't happy at first, but I'll admit, man, I'm happy now. So,
They're definitely giving us some hope, man. I mean,
yep,
some real hope.
for sure.
This is what Brandon Cooks, because they asked him a series of questions. This is by John Machada. He's from the Athletic, but he covers the Dallas Cowboys exclusively, and he's one of those guys that just has a hallway pass to the athletes and to the coaches. So this is a guy you want to follow. New Cowboys wide receiver Brandon Cooks, and is Brandon with an IN, not ON. Okay, just so you guys know. I'm extremely excited. I think it's a great fit. I'm going to push the other wide receivers, and they're going to push me. I just look forward to getting started. I will tell you this, something about Brandon Cooks that I just remember watching him, especially with the Saints. He had that dog in him, man. He really had that dog in him, and he's very savvy. Like, just, I mean, with the Saints, he was lights out. I don't know what the Saints did during that course, because you remember they got rid of Brandon Cooks, and after that they got rid of Jimmy Graham, and like they just kind of like went through a little phase. And then from there we saw Cooks kind of get chopped around, but from there the quarterback play just went down with every quarterback that he had. So I mean, I know that Stephon Gilmore posted up a pic of him and his days at when they were Patriots together. So it's looking good for us, man. Why has he been moved 4 times so far?
You
I
want me to
have
say?
my theory. Harvey, if you can, please explain.
I think at first I thought the same thing. Like, why has he been moved so many times? Does nobody want him? Is he not good? And after thinking about it and talking to somebody, I don't remember who we talked to, but they gave me a different perspective on it. He's needed. He's wanted. I think those are different things other than he's washed up. If he was washed up, he would never be traded 4 times. It's something that those team needed at that time was his talent. So I think that's why he's been traded so many times, man. I still think he can play. He's 29 years old, and he still looks like he can play. So that's my opinion on it.
They actually asked him, and John Machado actually has that. It says Cowboys wide receiver Brandon Cooks on being traded 4 times. He says, I don't know. You ask my teammates or previous coaches, I would think they'd say I've been one of the best teammates they've had. There's a reason why former teams have tried to come back and trade for me. So I don't know.
It's true.
It's just it kind of confirms what you said. But at the same token, Brandon Cook is about what, 5'10, maybe 5'9, 5'10. The
On a
league, if you notice during that time, they were transitioning to Michael Thomas's, Julio Jones. You know what I'm saying? There was a transitional period. And Brandon Cooks, he was more of a speedster, more of a route runner, separator, speedster, and didn't really have the hops, especially with what the NFL was trying to transition to in unfortunately his time. And I just do think that he just kind of got caught up in that situation. But I think that in this year's draft class there's gonna be a number of wide receivers that yeah, they may be faster than him, but they're gonna be about his size. They're gonna be similar mold, right? Josh Downs also 5'10. Nathaniel Dale, I believe he's also 5'10 and some change. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So I think we both have our reasoning, but that's directly from him. Stephen Jones can't talk his stuff. If he gets B Wags, I'm gonna let him know. I love it, man. I'll be so happy for you, too, hello, because I mean you've been trying to manifest that situation, but you're not the only one, man. I think all Cowboys. I mean, let's just talk about that, right? Because our comments we're gonna get to every comment. We always do. Let me get to this one. Do you think Cowboys will keep 4 running backs this year? Bringing in a running back in free agency and a draft a running back, I think we should get Derrick Henry in free agency and draft a running back. I don't know as far as the talks with Derrick Henry because at moments it looks like the Titans are in a full rebuild. Am I right on that, Harv?
Yeah, I think so, man.
But then you see them make some big acquisitions. Like, I mean, they're 1 year deals, but they're not like they got the linebacker from the 49ers, and then they also signed who was it? Who did they just get?
I,
They just got a corner.
I think what it seems like is the transition to rebuild. They don't want it to be as ugly as it should. So what do? You put these guys on a 1 year deal just to hold the line for a little bit, so you're not as bad, and then do the transition. I think that's what the transition they're in right now. So, but Derrick Henry is, are they going to release him? They're going to trade him?
It's kind of hard, right? Because I think he's the last, right? Because I did hear that Dalvin Cook, they've been trying to trade him. Uh, I think the only one that's safe that got the bag is Christian McCaffrey. Because you remember it was Zeke. I believe it was Zeke, and was it Christian McCaffrey, and then Alvin Kamara, then Dalvin Cook, and then Derrick Henry,
Derrick Henry.
they all got the bags right after
Yeah.
Zeke. So it looks like teams are trying to get away from those type of contracts for running backs. So it's a good question. I know for sure Cowboys will draft a running back. I do feel safe in that.
Yeah.
But I know that they did bring in Ronald Jones, right? He was with the Bucks and now recently the Chiefs, right? Fulham says he can I'm back. What did I miss? Adrian Garza. Adrian, the newly acquired Brandon Cooks
I'll put it
will
up again one more time for the fans.
and I guess this is so we can all read it together, right?
Yep. So, real quick, this is the deal. If you missed it, one more time. So, Todd Archer, the Cowboys have restructured. Let me make it a little bit bigger. The Cowboys have restructured Brandon Cook's contract, turning $8 million of his $12 million base salary into signing bonus. His salary is now $4 million. He will count $6 million against the cap. He is still making the $18 million he was guaranteed in 2023 with Houston, paying him $6 million. So that's the deal, man. They're just basically move some money so they can have more money this year to try to either look. We don't know at this point. At this point, it could be Bobby Wagner. It could be somebody else. It could be, I don't know, re-signing somebody for a long-term deal. We don't know.
Could be an offensive lineman.
Yep. But all we know is that it could be Terrence Steele for all we know. So I don't know, man. I guess only time will tell. So what do we got?
It's Hoodlum says Jerry going to be on his radio talking his talk, and I'm gonna let him if he brings in Bobby Wags. So for those that don't know, right in Dallas, there's a radio station 105.3 The Fan.
The
It's actually,
Fan.
yeah, The Fan. It's actually one of the best. They are connected with the Cowboys. I believe Jerry Jones comes on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays. Yep.
I think Stephen Jones does he does a segment on there, not every week, but he does do a segment. I think he does it on the Wednesdays. But for sure, Jerry's comes on Tuesdays. Cook says OBJ with no circus.
I like that. I like that. I'll buy that.
I think his availability makes him very, very well. I think that somebody actually brought that out. For those that know who Vach Lombardi is, Vach is also a Cowboys content creator. He brought that out, right? Because I believe the situation at hand was somebody said that uh Brandon Cooks has been a hurt player. And believe it or not, out of all the wide receivers that were all, available or that had been in talks with the Cowboys, OBJ, D Hop, Brandon Cooks has played more games than all the rest of them. I believe he had broke it down. It was crazy. I don't know the exact. Okay, here you go. Games played in the last 3 years. Brandon Cooks played 44. D Hop played 35. Odell Beckham Jr. played 25, and Jerry Judy played 41. So when you look at those numbers, that is crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, in the end, the availability is going to be there. Run the damn ball. That should be the Cowboys motto, and I think that is going to be the motto because in the beginning, this free agency period felt really slow. I don't know about you,
It
right?
did. It really did. A lot of for free agency, I thought all the big top names were going to be gone, but they're still available. But that tells you something, man. Even CJ Gardner Johnson, he got what, a $8 million deal? He should be right around the $14 million range, but the market just wasn't there for him. Same
But
with Dalton Schultz.
Malachi Live says big pass on Ronald Jones. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also said Cooks, and they're loving that, right? And then Gabriel Martinez says bringing back Zeke. Justin Lynch says still need someone to throw him the ball. Don't start with that. Don't be one of those guys. Source confirms this is by Gabriel Martinez. Source confirms Zeke will be back Thursday at a decent rate. How do you feel about that, Harv?
I love Zeke to death, man.
I
I
love
have
Zeke
his
too.
I have his jersey, but it's just time to move on, man. It really is.
I have his jersey too, and it's time to move on, man.
It is.
Adam, round of applause for Adam. I love Adam. Gabriel Martinez, laugh out loud. I just hope he comes back. I get you, man. I mean, he gave us a lot of great memories and whatnot. He goes, Schultz, what the hell? Yeah, man. He burned himself. Harv, tell him how much was the year?
Yeah, man. Albert Breer reported that Cowboys offered him 3 years, 36 million, which is roughly 12 million a year, and he bet himself on the free agent market. Man, it didn't work out for him. If you think about it, he pretty much lost freaking $12 million over 3 years. It's a lot of money.
I mean, 36 mil is just a lot of money, man. For 9 mil, 1 year that's guaranteed. Damn, man. Some guys just need to understand like
But
logistically.
this is one of the parts that I want
Logically.
everybody to understand, right? Imagine if we'd have signed Schultz last year with this offer. Well, we'd have be able to do the things we're doing now.
No.
You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the point I try to force on everybody. We have to understand who to keep, why to keep them, and who to let go and why to let go of them. At the end of the day, if you want a tight end, man, get one in the draft. There are so many talented tight ends. Why would you even keep somebody and pay them that much money?
Kid at 26, guys. It looks like it's a real deal.
We'll see.
I don't like it, but if it's best player available and he is lights out, I'm gonna expect 1,000-yard season with 80 plus catches and 10 touchdowns. Because if he does not put that on, if he does not give that to the Dallas Cowboys, Cowboys are going to have to look at this as a mirror and be like, okay,
I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm just
I will
saying.
be shocked if that happens.
Look at that. Malachi Lai says we have two talented tight ends on the roster still. We
Yep.
do. Jake Ferguson.
Makes
I
no
mean,
sense.
Travis Kelsey loves him some Jake Ferguson. I love me some Jake. I love the Fergus shots, man.
For
I love
sure.
the man. They put so much heart and effort into their blocking, and then Jake Ferguson's yak ability, even Peyton Hendershot's rushing ability. Like, why would you need a tight end that is going to be 25, be older than the two guys you already got, right? And like I said, guys, if you draft a tight end in the first round, they have no impact in their rookie seasons. It takes a young tight end at least minimal a full season and maybe like three games. So you're talking about a season and a half before they could pick up the speed. I think Jake Ferguson and Peyton Hendershot, they found their roles and they're just doing their job. Cook's ready to cook the NFC 4 trades, and he's
Yes,
still going to
sir.
be productive for my 40 burger boys. Yes, sir, man. I do think that we're going to see some 40 burgers, man, because this offense, it looks like it's going to be like you said. You're going to make sure that you run you run. It looks like that this is the goal. They're going to run at will. They're going to score at will with the rush attack, and then just get everybody with that bootleg. And it we've seen what happens when you get Dak involved in the run game. Harv, great defense.
We get a better Dak. That's for sure.
And you could
100%.
you could just see his eyes just locked in. That's when I feel really good with Dak, right? Alia, right? I heard he's been moved because he's smaller than most wide receivers. I like where you're going with this. He's not moved because of anything to do with talent. Don't worry, y'all. He's good. I believe it, and I think you're actually right because for the longest in the draft, everybody's looking for the next Marvin Harrison Jr., right? Which they're gonna have to wait till next year.
Hey, give that a round of applause. I like that was put together very well.
I like it too, man.
Almost like a resume.
Like the delivery was way better than my delivery. You know what I mean?
I like it.
Grant can hit Hernandez all over again with Henderson, Jake Ferguson. That's by Gabriel Martinez. He says he also owns Zeke's jersey in every color, including the military one. So round of applause, right? For those, we support the vets here. We do
all day.
Who the other back outside Pollard? Right now, Malik Davis is still under contract. I think they like how do you say his last name?
Dottle,
right?
Yep.
I don't know if Dottle will be the featured back, but somebody's asking how much would Eckler cost, and somebody answered Malik Davis. Big Pun, Cowboys are cooking up something. Don't tell me Kincaid at 26, but yes, they are cooking something up. Look at that. Dalton Kincaid in 38 days away from being a Cowboy. Dang it. Look, guys, just so you know, the Kincaid thing, it's a Cowboy Cast thing. Big Pun it was Kincaid. Who was it that was saying Darnell Washington at 26? It was
Kevin White.
Kevin White was saying that, right? Hell no to Derek Henry. Give me Mark Andrews, man. No, man. Why do you like tight end so much, man?
Big Pun's a big tight end fan, man.
Yeah, he must have played tight end or something.
He has to have.
Another big question: what or who will give Dak better this? Okay. What or who will give Dak better this year, or will anything help?
Yeah, I think. Look, at the end of the day, I think the offense that Kellen Moore ran. I'm not saying it's bad offense. I'm just saying Kellen Moore, from a lot of people I've heard, he's a genius. I think sometimes he over smarted himself. And I don't think Dak was that guy in that system. I think if you break it down for Dak, make better reads, make it easier, a quick slant, an out, coming across the middle, over the top, crossing routes. I think that's a lot better where Dak can get rid of the ball quicker, make easier reads, don't make it as complicated. I think you get a better Dak, man. And then obviously the running game, but I think it really comes down to the system. These option routes, I think we're killing Dak, to be honest. And I think that's going to clear up a lot of things. And then additionally, if you put other pieces in there, obviously he's going to make him a lot better. If you can get some of these playmakers to take the ball to the house every time, it's going to change a lot of things. And Brandon Cooks is that guy. And then you bring in somebody from as a rookie that can do that, man. It's unlimited. So we'll see, man. I'm excited to see these guys, though.
Malachi Live on TikTok says, "Yeah, you're talking about a West Coast offense, and typically with the West Coast offense, all you got to do is get that quarterback to get his footwork the right way, right? Concentrate on your 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop backs. That's it, and just trust that your wide receiver is going to be right here, right there. When they call the play, not this option route where." Dak has to do 3, 5, 7-step and then just wait to see if, CD sees the safety coming down or the safety going up so he can break off or flatten out in the route or keep on running the route. So it was very aggressive play calling. I think right now what they're going to do is like Harvey said, simplify it. Let's concentrate on the run, really concentrate on the run, really get that balance. I think that there were some games that where Dak was passing for almost 40 attempts last season.
Yeah, it's bad.
We don't need 40 attempts. 40 attempts equals interceptions. Adrian Garza, do you think Pollard will be ready for the beginning of season week 1?
Yes.
I believe it's in the report that him and Terrence Steele are going to be ready for week 1.
Both of them will be ready according to the reports.
And that is crazy. It's phenomenal if they both are. Well, I think I did see the Tony Pollard one. He didn't need surgery either, right? So that's good because you never want to see somebody go under the knife because, we saw what it did to Dak. Dak had trust issues with his foot, man, with his ankle. Alias says Dak will do well in the upcoming season. He has coaches now that will use his strengths for the better and it'll benefit him. I like the way, look at that. Another nice delivery, man. Another round of applause, right? Love it. We got some Chiefs fans in the TikTok space. Hey, make sure that you follow Harvey and I on the East West Football. Remember, we have a website, eastwestfootball.com. We're on YouTube, East West Football podcast, right? And man, we're just chopping it up, and we talk about all NFL teams. And you know what? We leave our cowboy boots we'll leave our cowboy boots underneath the desk. You know what I'm saying? So we're not, we literally turn off the Cowboy Nation inside of us. Don't get us wrong. We're still wearing our caps, but we definitely are aware of what's going on with the NFL. And we're keeping an eye on everything. I think low key, a team to watch out for this season. I think we're talking about this Sunday, right, Harp? I mentioned the Lions. You agreed with me, and yesterday the Lions made a huge acquisition. And that's because they had already made some big acquisitions. Cowboys have 16 million in cap space, man. That sounds so good, man. After all these acquisitions, they are going running back in the draft, maybe 2. Somebody did ask that. How does Bijan sound? How does Bijan Robinson sound with Pollard?
Well, it sounds a lot better now that we got a wide receiver. But look, I keep saying this, man. I know everybody wants Bijan. We can get him. That's cool. But what are we going to do about the guys up front? That's my question.
Gabriel Martinez wants to know, do y'all trust Tony to carry the load all year? I think with him, 12 to 15 carries is what or 12 to 15 touches, right? Because with him, I think they're going to actually use him as a wide receiver, which is what they did while he was at Memphis, right? So we'll see that. What did he say? They are going running back in draft, maybe 2. Can you see 2 running backs going in this year's draft? It's kind of hard because they don't have the 3 number 5s like they did. Traded them.
That's gonna be hard, unless they don't like Malik Davis.
That's a good point.
They don't like Malik Davis, and I could see them going to. Other than that, I don't see that.
Look, Mark is hitting it really hard where it hurts, man. Irvin and Harper equals CD and Cooks. Why not, right? Oh man, that Irvin and Harper was nice, man. And then they had Kevin Williams. Remember that? Kevin Williams was a speedster, punt returner, kick returner. Kmart. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hankins, Fowler, and Bobby Wagner. Can it be done? You said something really good about Bobby Wagner, right? Which was he shouldn't have taken the money. He should have really tried to get with a team that could get you contention.
Although I think it's a little bit difficult with Bobby Wagner, because correct me if I'm wrong, Jerry. He's his own agent.
Yes, he is his own agent.
So I think that probably complicates some things sometimes too. But come on, man. Look, this is my plea to Bobby Wagner, man. Last year didn't go too good. You still got paid. I get it. But look, man, we're trying to build something here. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to build something here, man. If you can come in for 1 or 2 years and maybe catch this dang Lombardi trophy, man. Nah, I get it. You want to get paid, man. Take a little bit of something, but not too much. And come on down and get a Super Bowl, man. We need that. So we'll see.
Yeah, and TikTok has we're not even done with all these Hankins Fowler, Bobby Wagner, by Big Pun, right? And then we can't even forget about Dante Fowler. What happens if they're declaring the space for Dante Fowler? I mean, that's another good question, right? We'll talk about that at the end. Cowboys is going with the now or never approach, going to have to draft a player you will play immediately as well.
Yep.
They can literally sign Bobby Flowers and Hankins. I like where Hulub's going with it. A lot of Cowboy fans fall under the local or payaso category. Hey, I think we're all a little loco. I think we're all a
Yeah.
little bit payaso sometimes. Pick your poison for the Cowboys offense next year.
Yep.
I think at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a simplified offense for sure. And I think anything that is a little bit easier that goes with the game flow, it makes everybody look good.
This is all I ask. No reverses, man.
Nah.
Can we do away with reverses? I'll be happy.
Yes,
I'll be
please.
happy.
Just get rid of the damn reverses. Cowboys want to get more athletic at tight end. Big Pun. I really would like to see some context on this because I don't know where you guys come. Kincaid at 26. You guys been
Look.
listening to Bobby Belt way too much. I love Bobby Belt. That's why the name is because of Bobby Belt. The Cowboys.
Big Pun. Why the tight end? Did you play tight end in high school, college, wherever? Where's this tight end thing coming from?
There's a Watts 22 says, do we draft a tight end? Question mark.
Yeah,
I mean,
why not? Not late in the rounds though. Not top 2 or 3.
Walt says that you can find a tight end up to the 5th round. The Old Dominion, Kurtz. Nobody's even heard of his name before. You know what I mean? Present day Zeke can be replaced easily. He is a 2 to 3 yard power back. Even an up drafted backs can do that. I will say something about Zeke though. The uniqueness about Zeke's game was even when it looked like he was at a loss, he would still fight for 2. Sometimes he would get 4 yards, and that is something that was very unique about Zeke that I have not seen in any running back. I didn't even see that with Emmett.
Zeke was always a fall forward player.
Always.
Yep.
And he was very durable. Like, regardless, he was hurt, he played hurt. Clay Cup says undrafted. Yep, there's gonna be a lot of undrafted players.
Yep,
We're going to forget about Schultz. He ain't gonna do nothing with the Texans. I mean, come on, Schultz. He not even going to exist anymore. You know what? I really do hope that doesn't happen, but it's a very strong possibility. Yeah. Because Schultz benefited from being under a system with Dak, right? And I think that Dak really helped. Well, they both helped each other. Ferguson, Hendershot are not as athletic as Kincaid, Musgrave, or Washington. Kincaid is 23.
I thought he was 25.
Kincaid's 24, and he'll be 25 at the start of the NFL free he will be 25 during the 2023 season. I feel like I also need a round of applause just because I'm from the 956. You know what? You got your round of applause, man.
Yeah, he'll be 24 in October.
Rev Kramer's asking B-Wags question mark Harp.
Rev B-Wag, what did he say?
He says B-Wags question mark.
That's it, man. I'm hoping.
Man, 16 million cap space, Rev. I mean, I really do hope so, man. I mean, if that's the case, damn, Legion of Boom defense, here we come, man. I mean, I think that would be the best. I think that would be the ideal person that you'd want Damone Clark to learn after, especially even Jabril Cox. You know what I mean? Because this guy, Bobby Wagner, did it all in Seattle. He was a rusher. He played. I mean, now he's just a dominant Mike. I mean, shoot, what do you have? Well, I mean, his stats alone, I think he was the second best linebacker rate in the
Yep.
NFC total.
Yep.
Jerry took a Viagra. He's
You
talking about
guys.
Jerry Jones, not talking about me. Haven't seen Jerry and Javier this excited in a long time, man.
Yeah, man.
The thing is that we haven't seen the Dallas Cowboys make any kind of moves. This, they were what flea market shopping, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. Remember when it was Nolan Carroll and who was the other cats, man? Damn, man.
I'm just saying, like this.
Hey, Dwight, our energy's always high here, man. It's always sky high here. So yeah, excitement. We're excited. Y'all need to see the video NFL posted of the play calls that were called, especially in the playoffs. It was so bad. Ooh, which videos are you talking about? I will take a look at this.
You're gonna have to share with that.
DJ Dog 31 at 26. There should be a good offensive lineman or running back available. Free agent pickups have us sitting pretty.
Yep.
Hey, because I have not seen your username or your.
He was on earlier, but it's all good.
The Cowboys front office is on fire. They're
yes,
not
sir.
Missing, and they're not
yes,
missing.
Sir.
What's going on, Black
Mamba?
60 million cap space.
It ain't a podcast unless Black Mamba is on.
I agree. We miss you. Alias says, I have total respect for Kellen Moore, but not bashing him at all. The play calling just wasn't for our team. Yep. Wish Kellen the best moving forward. You know what? I think he's in a good situation. Yeah. I really do. Don't panic. Kincaid is here. Dang it, man.
Big fun.
It would be smarter to go O-line and draft, my opinion. Yes, you know what?
We need
that does look like it is the only need that the Cowboys have right now. And it's cool because you have a first and a second rounder, just in case there is a Obijan situation or Jackson Smith and Jigwa situation. Malik Davis has maturity issues.
I haven't heard that.
I mean, he did pretty good last season for the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't even hear him get out of line. I'm hoping we build on our offensive line. Man,
that's where I'm at.
If we get the offensive line back to where it was, everybody will be able to run through that line, man. Tony Pollard is almost 27. It's still so good because the Cowboys don't work him to the ground, and it needs to stay at 12 to 15 touches. I agree with you all. Don't exhaust the man. Laughing out loud. Hey, I agree with you. I agree with you. The tread on his tires is not as bad as what Zeke was. Zeke, they really ran him, man. Black Mamba Schultz took a 1-year deal for $9 million. Black Mamba, he could have stayed with Dallas. It's crazy, right? Because we're going through those numbers. 3 years, 36 mil. He declined. That was by who'd you say that was?
Alec Breer. Albert Breer. I'm sorry.
Breer. Big Hank going beat big cheap, right?
Yeah.
No more running backs being center plays. Man, that's a bad way that Zeke went out.
It is. Cowboys. Can we just sign him for one play?
Damn, I feel bad for Zeke for that one. Drafting tight end in the first round would be the dumbest thing ever, bruh. Like, this is not mad, bruh. I love it. See how look, there he is, Stephen White.
Hi, Stephen White, the tight end. Give him a round of applause. The tight end king is back. Stephen White. He's in the building.
Somebody says, I think it's Coach. He says, remember Robert Newhouse, 1981 NFC Championship. He played on kickoffs. I do not remember that.
Who?
I wasn't born in 1981. But
I was. I don't remember.
Robert Newhouse, he played on kickoffs. Dak needs his own help himself. Yes, I think you're right. He doesn't need to be pressing. Gilbert Gomez says, go after the chin. Bill Cowher. McCarthy let us down again. ¿Qué piensas? If we get Wagner, our defense is technically set all around. Yes. Is that true, Herb?
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
This could, if we get Bobby Wagner, listen, man. And I always say these things. If we get Bobby Wagner, the NFL is going to be put on notice.
I'll tell you this. 100%. Rev says, I'm hearing A'Shawn Robinson through the pipeline. Now, wasn't A'Shawn Robinson a second-round draft pick for the Seattle Seahawks? Defensive
Yes,
tackle out
defensive
of
tackle.
Alabama, right?
Yep. But I
I think.
thought he was visiting somebody.
uh, Hey, when Rev says you guys need to follow him too. Rev is
Yeah,
good,
Rev is
man.
pretty good.
Yeah, so that's why you guys should just join the Discord. Discord is still relatively new to all of us. We're all having fun with it. Tight end is the ultimate weapon in football. Put Kincaid and Musgrave in our offense and get ready to call 911. Man, I feel like that about Jake Ferguson. I feel about that about the Fergus shots, man. I don't know about you guys, man. I did see somebody on TikTok give us some stars. Thank you for the likes. We appreciate that. Of course, you help us grow. Javi and Jerry is fire. Yes, sir. We are, man. Look, there's a link in the bio. We're gonna have a cap giveaway on draft day. It's gonna actually be the cap I'm wearing right now.
And then,
Obviously it's new cap, but the cap I wore it for you guys to see it. What were you gonna say?
and then I'm gonna give one away too.
Yes,
Mystery.
I think there's gonna be like 3 caps given away. 3 people. Our first round pick is technically a second round pick. Yes, I know it is. But if you can make that offensive line better, wouldn't you? Schultz,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Schultz gonna be Swain, look up, and been on 4 teams. Damn, that's by D Shift. Is D Shift has D Shift been with us like before? I think so, right? But
Yeah, he was on yesterday. Schultz gonna be Swain, look up, and been on 4 teams. Yeah,
he's gonna be the Brandon Cooks of tight ends. In other words. Did
yeah.
someone say Darnell Washington, Steven
Here we
White?
go,
We knew
man.
it.
Here we
We knew it.
go.
We knew it, man. We knew it. Well, you're the one who kind of kicked the tires. I feel like now every time I turn on the Cowboys, how the Dallas Cowboys have their own little network of shows on YouTube. The draft show with Brian Broaddus, uh, Uzamas, and I forget her name, but she's such a sweetheart. Um, and tight end has actually become a subject they're talking at 26, and I don't like that, especially when we're 38 days to the draft. Like for real, why are we even talking tight end at 26? Like, why would Cowboys draft tight end in first round? That makes no type of sense. And why would you want a fifth-year option on tight end when we have young tight ends? It makes no sense, bro. It really doesn't. I mean, look, Hullum has a good point because if we didn't re-sign Dalton Schultz and we had his replacement a year before, that just shows you like they're starting to start a trend. So I don't know if tight end at 26 is really viable right now. I would be more hype if I knew how our offensive line was going to look. Right
See,
now, Tyron Smith back at left tackle, Tyler Smith at left guard, Tyler Biotish at center, right guard Zach Martin and Terrence Steele. That's the reports week 1.
yep.
I can't make this stuff up. I wish I could. That's a great lineup. If Tyron still can, Tyron Smith can stay healthy and Terrence Steele can be available week 1, that's a damn good line, man. Big pun. Hello, get ready for one at 26. Damn,
Stop,
man.
man.
No, man. Whatever hex you're putting on the Cowboys, I'm gonna reverse it, man. It's not happening. Jerry don't take tight ends in the first. Historically, he don't. You know what? This is a 25-year-old who has been, he 25. You can go out. You can go back, but I think he's right. I think he did take one though. What was it? 1997. David LaFleur. I think that was
David LaFleur
and
from
he burned
LSU.
him. He burned him.
From LSU.
And that was a Troy Aikman guy. That's who Troy Aikman wanted. They gave it to him, and he burned the Dallas Cowboys. And after that, we haven't seen a Cowboy go after first round. Beanchip Mattress Back is giving away free furniture if Dak does throw interceptions. Can you say jinx? Man, I will jinx that mofo. I know how to, I know some people that know how to jinx. Look out for your tight end Dalton Kincaid. Cowboys like this dude. Damn it, Rev. That's Rev, dude. Come on, Rev. Why are you doing this to us, man?
Not at 26, man. I don't understand.
Oh man, so frustrating.
We'll see.
This is RJ Demko says there are a lot of these tight ends in this draft. No need to take one that early with a team desperate
There's no
for O
need.
line help.
There's no need. O line, baby.
It's a
O
dollar
line.
25 tree with 33% less product. Knockoffs in Mexico, shopping plazas type stuff. Not this offseason. No,
No.
sir. No, Cowboys are really. Do y'all have Twitter? I could send the video. Yes, Elio. Mine is Jerry double underscore Martinez. So it's Jerry underscore Martinez.
I'll be back. I have to bring something out to show y'all something. Keep going, Jerry.
All right, I got you. Hoodlum, you seem to be lost. Come on, Big Pun. Don't be like that with Hoodlum. Laugh out loud, miss the team. When did Jerry ever take a tight end in the first? Show me. Yeah, I believe it was 1997 to be right, to be exact, Hoodlum. But I think that was when you were probably born. Let me see. I'm gonna double check that because his name was David LaFleur, and I believe a lot of Cowboys were pissed off about that one. He was a tight end. He was number 89. He was drafted in the 1997 draft at pick 22. So in the first round, pick 22. That was the last time the Cowboys did that. Eckler wants to be traded. Bijan will not get past the Chargers. I will tell you this. I don't. Bijan should go early. He should go early. I think Bijan is a blue chip in this year's draft class, but there is possibilities. You never know, man. Let's be honest. The Cowboys have been lucky that other teams they're just not good at drafting.
So check this out, man. I got to show y'all something. Jerry got me something because I live in Maryland and I'm not able to get certain things. You know what I'm saying? So the other thing is, I'm Mexican. Culture is everything to us.
Mexican.
You know what I'm saying? So look at what Jerry got me. I'll show y'all. This is legit.
Oh, look at that. Nobody even know what that is, Harv. They don't even know what that is. Look at that. With the hoodie.
With the hoodie. Look at that. Boom. I'm just gonna wear it for the rest of the show. You know what I'm saying? But
I love it, man. I love it. They don't even know what that is, man. Everybody's like, what is that? That looks so nice. How does it feel?
I like it, man. It feels good. I appreciate it, Jerry.
It's the perfect day for Maryland, man. Maryland is cold, man.
It is cold. It is cold.
You think there isn't any truth to them making moves for Bijan? We talked about this a little bit yesterday, Ray Hart. We're saying,
Yep.
oh man, are the Cowboys looking to see if he falls within a certain number? Or are they looking to trade up? Very, very possible. Rev says it's dope. He liked it.
It's fire, bro.
Benjamin Rodriguez says Zarape. I don't know that's not what that's called, but I guess good guess, right? And then Chucky 1666 says, like the Poncho Bro. So somebody finally got it, right? Only one first round player on the Eagles offensive line, and the Chiefs have none. But we need 5 first rounders. Now, hold on a minute, Big Pun. Let's just make sure. Let's just make sure that we understand what we're saying here, right? I think that the investment that the Chiefs have made on their offensive line, including the Eagles, they've made several first round picks on their offensive line. Lane Johnson was one. Andrew Dillard was one. Shoot, and that's because Andrew Dillard didn't even play, right? But they've made several different moves to have these offensive line. I know the Chiefs invested high second round picks. I believe they had. Didn't they give up? Did they give up a first round for Orlando?
I don't know.
I think they did, but then they let him go this offseason. So
yeah, they did.
Look, Big Pun, we understand, but definitely you should always, when you're building a team, it's the five pillars, right? Quarterback, offensive tackle, wide receiver, defensive end, cornerback. That's how it goes. Rojo is lightly used too. You know what? You're right. Because we did talk about how Tony Pollard wasn't really used. Rojo hasn't barely been used. And then he's laughing. I love Zeke, man. He's such a sweet guy. You know what? We found out a lot of stuff about Zeke that we didn't know, like about how he gives back to the community. We need a stud defensive tackle. I think this is a factual statement here.
Yep. How
Black
much?
Mamba, this is the first time in a long time I'm truly excited for our boys. We are getting players we need now, not what we want. Jerry Jones would have played OBJ. He would have paid him a lot of money.
He would have.
Well, I don't know, right? Because I hope it wasn't the Cowboys that were lowballing him at 4 mil, right? Ashawn Robinson is from Texas. My bad. I thought he played for Alabama. I would love to get more players for the O line. Protect Dak, man. He doesn't need any more injuries. He was right on that one. Hoodlum says, Steven, now that sounds more smarter. uh, Alshon Robinson from Bama, defensive tackle, would add much needed one technique at defensive tackle. For whatever reason, it looks like we do have we do have defensive tackles, right, Harv? Neville Gallimore,
I, I don't know, man.
also Ozigadua,
They didn't.
and
I think. Look,
Quinn
listen to what I'm
Bohanna.
saying. I have a feeling Gilmore might get released, man.
No, yeah, Gallimore.
Galmore. I mean,
I thought he had already. Look, Steven White's giving a shout out to Hoodlum. No, technically it's not because we a first you get a 5th-year option with the other picks you don't. Yep,
yep.
he's actually right about that. Steven White, I get around. Are you jamming out the Tupac or what? Most Super Bowl teams have had stud tight ends. Hendershots don't win Super Bowl. Clay Cup. We
uh,
had this conversation yesterday. Not even Tony Gonzalez, who was a first rounder,
yeah,
was able to win.
I think somebody on TikTok said you make no sense because you're talking about Gronkowski, Kittle, all these guys, and I was like, none of them were first round
None of
draft
them were
pick.
first rounders.
Kittle was what, 5th round? Kelsey was 2nd round. Maybe longer. Gronkowski was 2nd round. Like all these guys were not picked in the first round of the draft. So, well, we'll see.
We love you, Joshua. We love you. You guys be safe out there. Uh, because the tight end smoke is coming out of the combine. Schultz is no Kincaid or Musgrave.
No,
Damn,
he's not.
He's still Tyron Smith will be the swing tackle.
That
He
I
should.
so listen. I have a feeling, depending on who they draft, I agree with Big Pun. Tyrone Smith might be the swing tackle. I can agree with that.
Well, I mean, like you said, if you're able like to get like an Anton Harrison, who we both like his game, I think that especially if he starts working with Duke Manny
Even
Weather,
even the guy from Tennessee, what's his name? Right?
Darnell Wright. Damn, and I think that he can play guard too, Harp. I'm not even lying. Like
And you can
he,
kick out Smith to the outside.
he's played right tackle, but he's played left tackle also. But he was dominant on the right side. He just has his game is really
I'm
clean.
just saying, man, that's not what Big Pun is saying is not far fetched.
It's not. Dominic Michael says realistically, we don't have a lot of money, but if we sign Wagner and Khalees Campbell, that's a win. Fixes our run defense immediately. B Jones, how did it start? But the problem is we need the offensive line to protect Dak, and so Dak can make plays to these wide receivers. But what you talk about? You can't name 32 stud tight ends, Clay. What are you talking about? That's a lot. Tyron Smith is an accident prone and will not last. Don't have a lot of trust in our center either. I understand. And that's why we hope that the Cowboys make the right move for the future of Dallas Cowboys, right? Especially the running game, which is what they obviously want to get going, and protecting Dak. Big Mike wants a legit pass catching tight end weapon. I did see somebody say Darnell Washington. Oh, I don't think I read it all the way. No tight end is built like Darnell. Darnell's plays fullback and right end, blocking and receiving mismatch. Not to mention he looks like an offensive tackle, right?
He does. He does.
We better not draft the tight end at 26, Black Mama. That would be dumb. Waste the pick. I think at that point, yeah, because there's needs that we need to address at this point. The one thing that we could take away from this is that the Cowboys have yet to um uh get a replacement for Connor McGovern. I know some people want to say, "Oh, we have Matt. Well, let's go. We have Josh Ball," but I even saw somebody throw Matt Forniak at the very end when we end the stream
Yep,
yesterday. You saw
yep,
that?
yep.
I
I
love
did.
anybody can win the Super Bowl and every time don't have a stud tight end. So just because you don't have a stud tight end, mean you can't win a Super Bowl. Got a good point there. I think we can get a Bronco Del 956 for cheap to help that offensive line. That's how sad, man. I owned a Botanica oils and Vela smoke shop spear. It was called Cool Arrows. It's a pun on. Yes, we know exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Don't. Did you really have one, Steve? That's kind of crazy. Oh, okay. Zarape, what's going on there? Pancho. Okay, so I'm really behind. I'm I'm Payaso AF, right? Two Poncho sweet, the Poncho. Nice. Now give me the hat, Javi. I'm taking O line in the first round. I want one too. Oh, damn. I could probably help you on that, but you're gonna have to pay for the shipping. Shipping is where it gets you. It
Yeah.
gets you real good. I don't care who's there. I'm taking O line. I think you're right. I was sweating, Pancho. Hey, Frank, I want one. Steve Lorenzo, what's up, Cowboys Nation? Hey,
What's up, Lorenzo?
we're just talking about how Cowboys, for once, giving us a great free agency, a great start to the new league year. Maybe Watkins can come back.
Plus
Watkins,
Watkins. Yep.
Hankins. I would like to see. I want to see where Henry goes. That's gonna be an interesting take. People do not know what the hell they're talking about. Hold on, relax. Gallimore is more of a three technique. So is Osa
Osa,
Ozigadua.
Ojiga. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
Stephen
gonna
White
say.
says Darnell Wright, so he was on point with that. We
Yep.
would be genius threads if he still had Cooper shaking my head, and pretty much all these wide receiver pawns wouldn't be there to begin with. He's talking about if the Cowboys would have kept Amari Cooper, right?
Yep.
16 million is a lot of money. What the hell? Yeah, it is. It is a good chunk of change, right? I mock Brad Darnell Washington to play guard or tackle.
I said that.
But does that mean you're going to try to transition them into a what we had, or kind of like what they did? It wasn't the Eagles. I think it was the Buffalo Bills who changed. Um, what was his name?
But it's Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson played tight end.
Well, I was talking about the one that we had last year, the offensive tackle. What's his name, man?
Well, for us,
Yeah, the one that he was with.
Waleski?
Well, I mean, he was with the Eagles forever, and then he went with the Bears for one season. Well, I believe he was a
I
tight
don't
end.
know.
Yeah, I think everybody would make fun of us because he was 40 years old. People literally just get on YouTube just to type anything. That's a little. John Michael Schmidt's a center from Minnesota, but big enough to play guard. Avila from TCU, guard who can play center. Like them both. We are with you on both of those. I like Steve Avila just a little bit, just a tad more, but I do like John Michael Smith's ability to kick into center. So I think that those are names that the Cowboys have to really consider. I think with John Michael though, he's an older prospect. I believe he's also another one he's 24. He'll be 25. Line first and most. Matt Willis go at tight end unless we get Darnell. Jeez Louise. With Tyron Smith always getting hurt, how do people want a rocking chair to be a swing? No way, Jose. Black Mom is just sweating with Hoodlum's comments. Raven championship. They even have a stud tight end. Did not Broncos nor did Seahawks. All great points. Another idea: some should get on the Discord live during the draft. Ooh. That's a way that we can all stay in touch. Hoodlum, I agree. Plus the Ravens have Flacco. So is McCarthy still going to be a head coach if he can't get us to the Super Bowl? I saw rumors about Dan Quinn taking over as head coach if McCarthy cannot get us there.
Look, we cannot.
Get ahead of ourselves.
No, we can't. But I would tell you, anybody that knows Jerry's one of those guys that puts certain things in people's ears. And just to be honest, he has to. There's no way that Dan Quinn does not leave for a head coaching job unless Jerry's put something in his ear and obviously pays him like a head coach. But you got to be honest, man. Look, The team's here waiting for you if you stay, depending on what happens this year. I'm pretty sure that's a conversation he had with him.
We saw the report, right? The report was if he cannot get us to the championship, he's gone. Dan Quinn takes over, and they love Dan Quinn that much that they'll allow him to pick his own quarterback and let that kind of groom be that bridger. Dak is the bad bunny if quarterbacks bad. Somebody's being funny. Honestly, we need some fresh meat. What the heck? These players we got are already injury prone. No, they're not. I don't know about that. I mean, we've seen some players that have some injuries, but a lot of the players that they brought in, they're not that bad. This is a relatively young team. I think the only one that you're probably referring to is Tyron Smith and maybe Tony Pollard, but Tyron Smith, yes, we understand what we're getting with him. How about a backer help after O line and possibly back? Now let's talk about that. Would you be upset with, let's say, a Drew Sanders at 26, Harv, with the moves the Cowboys have done?
I wouldn't be mad with that
because they've addressed so many needs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad with that.
Who do y'all think we gonna get with the restructured Brandon Cooks contract, the extra cap space? We're really hoping it's Bobby Wagner, but if it's Terrence Steele, well, hell, Cowboys did a good service because it looks like Terrence Steele looks like he's the future at right tackle.
Yep.
I need people to think before they talk. Cooks is not injury prone. That's a lie. Yeah, we just went over the stats on that. Hey, but the good thing is we're gonna, to end it off. Well, we want to know from everybody. What do you guys give the Dallas Cowboys as a score right now, 1-10, within the first a week and a couple of days of the start of the new league year in free agency? I mean, want to hear from you guys before we kind of give our scores. I mean, this is something that we haven't seen in a couple of years, man. It gives you a lot to be excited about. I mean, the team is relatively young. You had some nice little pieces in place, setting up these players to be future all pros and pro bowlers, right? Look at that. B Jones gives it an A, Rev gives it A+, Explorer 809 gives it a 2. All right. That means you're just a Cowboy hater.
Okay.
Sammy Almaguer. Wow, I haven't heard that name in forever. Last name forever, but it's a nice name. They give him a 7, reasonable. B Jones, he says an 8 out of 10. Chucky 166 gives it an 8, and MC have 2434 gives it an 8. Let's see what we got over here on of course, TikTok. We might get banned, so we need you guys to go and stay subscribed. So you need to go and hit the link in our bio and subscribe to our YouTube page, because that's where we're going to be going forward. User 253164076395 gave us a 9. I like that score. I read this is by Corey. I read that the Cowboys restructured Brandon Cooks contract for more cap space, more moves coming. That's what we're hoping. We're hoping for maybe a B Wags 7 out of 10 right now, but it could be a 9 out of 10 depending on who we get with that cap space. 28 since Big 3, Lions 8 better. The Lions have had a pretty good, interesting offseason.
They have.
Stephen White says DeJuan Jones is the future at left tackle. Can he play left tackle? He was a right tackle.
I don't know if he can play left tackle.
But DeJuan Jones looks pretty impressive, man.
He's kind of raw, though. He's still raw.
Well, I'm just saying because his arms are so long,
Yeah, I like him, though. Remember, I talked about him in the beginning.
You did. Stephen White gives this a 7.5. I like the score. Hoodlum, it's an 8. If we get B-Wags, I'll give them a 12. I like that. Let's give a round of applause, man. I like that. The 12 wasn't even an option. He just made his own highway. Alias says a B+. I liked it. Jose Pais, B-. Hold on. Jose, come on. This is not the Cowboys of the old, man. Yeah, Jose's being like,
he is, man.
He's being big brother, man. B+. He's being like Ram. B+, we get Wagner, A+, baby. Reed, it's an 8 out of 10. You know, I think 7.58. I think
Eight.
that's really good. That's a really good score right there. 8 out of 10. It was really good, but I think kind of gets us hyped about OBJ and D Hop for nothing, laughing out loud.
Yeah.
We've already learned that Jerry Jones is a businessman, and he knows how to get us to be season ticket holders. We get Wagner, that's an A. Wow. Black almost not even gonna just give us a score on the rest of it. Just Wagner, you get an A. And if we get a good draft, I'll give them a 15. I like that one, man. And Hoodlum, you are on a roll today, my brother. Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
he is.
Black mom was just laughing. Hoodlum's laughing. I meant right tackle. Yes, Steven White. Yes, I think that would be a good move. Um, I was rolling. Oh, boy, you're rolling. I don't let my eyes get too big, bro. Sure, up the outline, then we'll move into that A spot.
Yeah, I
Okay, all
agree.
right. Okay, okay. I'll give you that. Let's see. Coach, he says they give it a 9. I like it. I read that they want to resign Hankins and add Calais Campbell. I haven't seen the Calais Campbell. I have seen that, yes, Hankins is somebody that's been trying to keep. I think Hankins also wants to stay. Uh, So Gilbert Galvez says, "Dude, what the heck is Discord? I heard you mention it. Is it an app? I have you guys on YouTube and TikTok. Yeah. So Discord is actually it's an app. Um, the way I found out about Discord was because I was trying to learn about I mean, cryptocurrency is new, but I was trying to learn the other. What's the other one? Not crypto, but
It's crypto, the metaverse.
not the metaverse, man. What's the other stuff called?
I have no idea.
Like
NFTs,
NFTs. And
non
so
fungible tokens.
non-fungible token. That's how I learned about it, and I was trying to get into that, but right now I don't think it's the time to be investing into that stuff. So be smart with your money. You know, I am not a financial advisor, but Discord, it allows, we've all been able, like everybody, like Hoodlum, Jose, a lot of
Black,
us,
yeah, Black
Black
Mamba.
Mamba,
We're
we're
all
all in that Discord. It allows us to text. It allows us to actually, like, if we want, we can just share memes. Like, we're able to do a whole bunch of that stuff. We do have a Twitter. If you're interested in joining the Discord, just add us on Twitter. It's at the Cowboy Cast, the Cowboy Cast, exactly how you see it on the screen. And yeah, we'd be happy to add you in the Discord, and you can join our chat, and you can see what we talk about on daily. And you can see Hoodlum going off, really upset on certain things. Too raw. Ace. The Cowboys are coming on hot. Is he's been on here before?
Yeah, he's been
Okay.
on.
Okay. Yes, yes. Jose's on fire, right? Got 100 more Z Martins and we'll be fine at O line. I think if we
We'll be all
yeah,
right.
yeah. You can never have too many offensive linemen, right? I didn't realize we have 16 million in cap room after we restructured Cook. That's why we went live, was to talk about that. We had seen the restructure by the tweet by Todd Archer, and damn, we saw Twitter blowing up. We saw everybody from the Woodworks just saying like, "Woo!" and everybody's, you know, throwing the subliminal messages about Bob Wags, B Wags in there. So that's about it. Wear the poncho to the games. Wear the poncho to the games, Harv.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. I think that poncho you could wear it pretty much anywhere, man. It's a very stylish poncho. I know that those ponchos they go for a little. I know they're a little bit pricey, but I'm not in the selling business. But I mean, if you really want one, I could probably get you one. You know what I mean? Just you're gonna make sure you have to pay the shipping and handling, and of course the poncho. The poncho I can get it reasonably priced. Plan on going to my first Cowboy game this year. Any tips for the first timers? That's by Gilbert Gamis.
Gilbert Gap. I got
Woo!
some. Where? What did he say?
That he's
First
never been
trip.
to a Cowboy game.
Which one is he going to? That's the question.
Oh, that is a great question.
Because
Which
it,
one are you
it
going to,
it
Gilbert?
depends on the stadium.
Great show. Thank you, Black Mama. We love you. Okay, get 100 more Wilsons, and nobody will try to run at. We need to go live Discord soon because I can't type fast enough. That's what's. I think you can. I think we could even FaceTime on Discord, right?
Yeah, we can set up a FaceTime and all that. We can do that. We'll
We're
set
gonna
that
get
up.
more familiar with it. Ruben Reyes, round of applause, right?
Welcome.
We got great trades, but the problem is we need to win a freaking Super Bowl. All this crap doesn't mean crap if we can't make it there.
That is true.
No, I mean that's brutally honest right there. I mean,
But you have to make moves, man.
you have to make moves because the last this mantra or this this path that the Cowboys have been on, they've been on this path for about six seasons, right? About drafting and developing. They say, you know what, we're gonna start drafting and developing, which is good. But when the time was right to make moves, they've been shopping at the Dollar Tree or Family Dollar, whatever it is you want, the dollar store. Okay, they haven't been making moves like this. So I think this is where you gotta stop and say, you know what, it's good to do a draft and develop, but we need to make some splashy plays, right? A
Yep.
nice paint job don't mean crap if the tires are worn. Man, Jose, are you that mad? What's going on? Javier, have you ever been to Dallas Town Center or wait, am I saying that right?
What?
Have you been to, they're asking about a town center in Chantilly.
Virginia?
Well, look at is it Dole's Town Center?
Oh, she's probably talking about that huge. There's like I think it's like a flea market or something.
Sounds kind of fun.
So, sounds pretty cool. I've heard about it. I've never been there. I gotta check it out.
Ruben says, "Yes, sir, we do." That's
Yep.
why we got to be a little bit optimistic. Why doesn't it get talked about more about how hard Donovan Wilson hits his opponents? I mean, like, damn, that man is talented AF. Hey, that's
He
that's
is.
why Harvey, the human torpedo. Hey,
Yep.
Rev, we'll give you a pound it. Wear that poncho to the games. That's how we stream Discord, right? That's what he says. That's how we stream Discord. Look, I don't know what game you're going to, but I would say this. I've been to a couple Cowboy games there. I would tell you this. Try to do a little bit of homework because it's big. If you get there, if you find a good parking space, you can tailgate because that's the one thing is like parking is expensive, man. And the closer you are to the stadium, the more expensive it gets. So if you can start to save some money and see if you can get there early so you can tailgate. And if you like to have a couple of drinks, I mean, and when you go to Cowboy games, you never want to go to get all messed up. If you want to have a couple just to loosen up, have the beers right before you go because if not, you're gonna be dropping like $20 a beer, man. It's just a 16 ounce or two, and they only drink Michelob, no, Miller Lite.
Let me give them some perfect example. 2 hours before the game, go in a truck if you can. You can go in a car, set up your trunk with your drink, sit down, some chairs, relax for a little bit, talk to people there, drink a little bit because the beers are expensive at the stadium. So as long as you can get a couple of beers in, whatever you drink, eat a little bit, you should be good, man. Go to the game. Because for me personally, if I'm gonna leave my seat, I would rather just go to the bathroom to go to the seat than to go buy food or drinks.
Well
To each
said.
its own.
Wait, well said. Somebody said I so want to go to a game live. I hope we get to some good picks in the draft. That's what we're looking forward to. Hey, and then we're getting more and more familiar with these drafts. I think the next show that we're gonna do, it'll come up soon. I love the poncho. The next show that we do, we're gonna do another mock draft, but I think we're gonna review I think Dane Bugler. I think he has a 2 round mock draft. We'll kind of see, right, if the tight end thing is a real thing. Because Dane is very connected. I know that he's actually one of the most respected football minds right now. Hey, TikTok, thank you for the 2,100 likes. I heard that Walmart near the stadium has a bunch of cool gear here in
Yeah,
Houston.
they're insane, dude.
No, I'm
That
not laughing out loud. The Cowboys are, huh?
okay. To troll.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if you're looking for a parking space, I've heard people see park at the Walmart and just walk
Yeah,
over.
that's what people do.
Yeah.
But that Walmart is rigged with Cowboy stuff.
What's your record prediction for the NFC East teams? Damn, man.
Hey, Reed, check this out. I got one for you. Follow the East West Football Podcast, and eventually you'll find out.
Yes, sir. Because we gotta wait till the actual the
The draft, everybody got their
the
players.
actual. I was gonna say the actual. We know the teams are gonna be facing, but the schedule, right? The
Yeah.
strength of schedule and all that. Like Mamba, a lot of Cowboy players are there, like Dak, CD, and other players. Yeah, you're right. Yes, in Virginia. She's
I
referring
got
to that
I gotta
place.
check
Yes,
it out.
indeed. The
I
Walmart
gotta
near
check it.
Dusty them is nice. Elia, I feel like people just hate on the Cowboys because it gets them the views.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's why if you pay attention to mainstream media, they talk good and bad about the Cowboys, man. Oh, what do you think about Ivan Pace Jr. or Trenton Simpson? Man, Trent Simpson kind of looks like a safety, man, to me. He's out of Clemson, Harf.
What are you talking about?
Trent, they're asking about two linebackers, Ivan Pace
From
Jr.
Cincinnati?
and Trent Simpson. Trent
From
Simpson
Clemson?
from uh from
I
the
like Ivan Pace. I don't think he would fit our defense, though. I think Trenton Simpson would fit more our defense than he would.
Shay Dub DC for life. We did good on free agent. We've had a really great start. Uh Ruben says F them trolls, Cowboy Nation, baby. Let's go. How about them Lions? Hey, if you like the Lions, go pay attention to Walt Stringer. He's also on East West Football. Go and check it out on Detroit Ave, right? Detroit Ave's Lions page. Is it Detroit Lions? Let me see. Just double check. If you're a true, if you're
So
a
I
true,
just posted our Discord. You're gonna have to be invited. Obviously, you got to read the rules. No, if you try to troll, man, do all that. We don't want none of that. We're just here to get news, and you guys want to talk amongst each other. But I just put it up right now in the comments. Let me pull it up real quick. It's the Cowboys Cast, pound 3786. Just send an invite, and then I'll check you out, and then we'll go from there. But that's our Discord if y'all want to join.
yeah. And if you are a Lions fan on TikTok, go follow Detroit Lions Avenue. That's Walter Stringer. Man, that guy's good with the. He is really good with the not only with the Lions coverage, but he's really good with the draft, man. What did Black Mama say? My brother and I are going to a game this year. Nice. We are trying to figure out which one though.
Yeah, I
That's
can't
the
wait till the
hard part.
schedule comes out.
I saw a site about the strength of schedules. Eagles had the hardest. The Cowboys were tied for third with the four other teams. Guess it's not official yet. Damn. Javi, what's up with that hat? That's Black Mama. I don't think many linebackers are smart in this draft. A very few athletic, but not heady. Maybe DQ can mold them. I
Yeah.
like Drew Sanders, man. I think Drew Sanders does have that potential, but he kind of reminds me of Micah. And we are delusional. Bang bang Niner gang. That's who we're coming for this season. You know that? I just want you to know that. I can't wait. We're gonna play you in the regular season. That's probably a game. I wouldn't mind actually flying to Santa Clara and wearing that poncho that you have on, Harv,
That's it.
just to see how tough this bang bang Niner gang is. You know what I mean? I love it, man. I love it. Schultz turned down 3 years, 36 million. Yes, he did. Um, yes, he did. It's unfortunate, but good luck to him and the Houston Texans. Let me see what else do we have. 6 million for Cook. Steven Jones is wowing. Yeah, he is, man. We'll see. The next one, like I said, we're gonna cover a mock draft. We're gonna try to go 2 rounds. We're gonna get a feel for what the NFL is going on. So you guys stay tuned. The ones on TikTok, make sure you go into the link in the bio. Subscribe to the YouTube. We don't know if TikTok is gonna get banned or not. So we hope it doesn't. But if it does, you know where to find us, and the link is definitely in the bio. We're also on Instagram. We're pretty much everywhere. Cowboy Cast. And then of course, Harvey and I work on the East West football as well. Thank you, TikTok. You guys stop with all the hate, man. Be nice to each other, man. Have a good one, TikTok.
Be nice, TikTok.
Let me see. 6 mil for Cooks. Yep. Ruben says, bang, bang. These big.
Oh
I
my
can't repeat that. I
god.
can't repeat that, fellas. As usual, great show. Hello, thank you so much. We love you. Of course, we'll see you in the throw. Boss, I'll see y'all next time. All right, Jose.
Yes,
Sounds
sir.
good. All right, guys. You have a good one. Have a good night.
Keep it real.
Oh, look at that. Thank you. Do we have 1,400 viewers?
Jay, we're still live, I think.
Oh, yeah, we are.